To FSBO or not to FSBO? That is the question that we're going to be going over today. We're going to talk about for sale by owners today. Is it the right move for you? It might be. It might be. It might not be. We're going to go over all the ins and outs, the pros and cons, and we're going to figure this out together. So here's the $1 million question, quite literally. Should you go for sale by owner, or should you work with a real estate professional such as moi? Let's break it down. Let's figure this out. So first, let's get on the same page. FSBO stands for sale by owner. And these are folks that don't want to use an agent for whatever reason. Sometimes it's they had a bad experience with somebody. Sometimes it's they don't trust realtors for whatever reason. But more often than not, they're just trying to save money on commissions, right? We're talking, 5 to 7% of the home's value. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. So I understand why people want to save that money. You're in charge. You're it. You're the captain of the ship. Everything is on you. Some people find that freeing. They like the control. Other people, not so much. There are a lot of moving parts, and a tiny mistake can cost you sometimes thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So is the risk worth not hiring an agent? That's a good question to ask yourselves. You'll have to handle pricing the home correctly, marketing the house on all of these different spaces. It's more than just sticking a sign in your yard. Photography or professional photography, drone footage, 3D tours, blueprints. How are you going to even get those things? You got to negotiate with buyers. Sometimes they're going to be represented by a realtor. Are you going to pay that person? And of course, you've got to understand the contracts and all the legal disclosures that are required to sell a home in Vermont. You got to know these things. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to be honest with you and say HGTV, for example, they make it look really easy. You just put a sign in the yard, you take a few pictures, and voila, we've got 19 buyers out the door. I'm here to tell you it's not as easy as it looks. And you might be able to take care of it yourself. Is an agent worth it?
You're not worth it.
Is it worth it not to have to spend your own time and energy on this thing? If you're the DIY type, or maybe a former agent yourself, the FSBO route can be empowering. You get to be the hero of your own story. You get to be the leader of the sale, and so that's really appealing to a lot of people. I get that. Here's the kicker, though, and you need to be aware of this. Statistically, for sale by owners don't actually save money in the long run. It ends up costing them more, either through negotiations or not pricing the house right. People like me do this for a living. This is how we feed our children. And so we're good at it. Like we've done it plenty of times before. Even if you've moved several times from several states and done it for sale by owner each time, you've done it maybe 6 or 7 times in your life. 6, 7. So in an attempt to save money, sometimes a for sale by owner will lose money. Lots of times there's pricing mistakes. Homes priced too high tend to sit for a long time. Too low, and you leave cash on the table. And so there's a strategy involved. There's marketing mistakes. Zillow, Realtor.com, these sites are good, but they can only go so far. Nobody from Zillow is coming into your house to tell you exactly how much your kitchen remodel is worth, for example. Zestimates have been known to be wildly off base. Sometimes they don't even give you one, especially in a rural place like Vermont. I hate that word, rural. Who came up with that? It sounds like you're drunk every time you say rural. There's negotiation pitfalls you need to be aware of as well. Buyers will push hard. If they have an agent, they know that you don't have the negotiating experience that they do, and so they'll try to get their buyers the best deal possible. A lot of times, there are tire kickers. There are people that are looking for a deal to go and talk to for sale by owners because they know they don't have the experience. So you might end up folding or accepting bad terms, or you just might be so tired and you want to get the process over with that you just are like, yeah, fine, whatever. Let's just get this done. And then there's the legal exposure. If you don't have the proper disclosures, which we'll talk about in another episode, you could be in real trouble. I mean, this is the law we're talking about. You could end up owing a lot of money. You could end up losing a lot of money. You could end up in court. Billboards are illegal in the Green Mountain State. Fun Vermont fact while we're at it, an opportunity that for sale by owners don't have. You can't rent a billboard on the side of the highway and say, come buy my house. So you have to be a little creative. And it takes more than just putting it up on Zillow, oftentimes. Some people do get lucky. I'm not here to tell you that nobody has ever sold their house by themselves or that it's always a nightmare. Some people are good at it. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. I don't know. Because I'm not here to roast for sale by owner sellers. Some situations make perfect sense. You've got a unique property or a high demand location with like a lot of foot traffic, for example. Sometimes just putting a sign out will actually sell the place. You have real estate or maybe legal experience and a strong marketing plan, or you've got a marketing background. Some people are very good at these kinds of things. And you've got the time to invest in the whole process. You know, you got to go through staging, you got to go through marketing, yada, yada, yada. And all of these things take significant time and energy. And for sale by owner can be a gamble. How do you know you're pricing your house correctly? Are you just going to rely on the Zestimate? So this series is designed to help for sale by owners get to the closing table. I'm not here to tell you it's impossible. I'm not here to be a jerk about this whole thing. A lot of people are very successful. Some people, actually most for sale by owners, about 80% statistically end up working with an agent because of the overwhelm. It's a lot harder than people think it is. So I'm going to help for sale by owner sellers make good choices, make the right choices, make the right choices for them and their loved ones. So if you're considering for sale by owner right now, I have a free for sale by owner guide. You can get that in the description below. It has checklists. It has the whole process laid out. It has what you can expect. That's my free gift to you. It walks you through everything you need to know. And of course, this is episode 1 of a series here. So if you want to follow along, hit subscribe, hit the like button, send this to your friend that is thinking about going for sale by owner. There is going to be a lot of valuable information in here that you may not be able to find elsewhere. And remember, selling your home can be one of the most stressful things that you ever do. Ask yourself this important question. Do you want to add more stress to this? Most people move because there's a major life event, a wedding, funeral, inheritance, changing jobs. Are you prepared to add this on top of that as well? So until next time, I'm Brian Steinmetz. I own this company here in the greater Burlington area. I've been in Vermont for a long, long time. I love it here. And I once rode a moose to the general store. Yeah.